Why do you look so furry?
What?
She called me by it.
It's really bad.
It's adults who put on animal costumes.
No, it's deeper than that.
It's not deeper than
Cult.
that.
It's scary.
So, beginning our week at Sunday. The entire day was a family cleanup field day, to be quite honest. I was tasked with brooming and mopping the hardwood, which genuinely took the breath out of me. And of course, we continued our family iftars in typical fashion. I actually tried out 𝐿sac face mask after hearing Shad Patel speak on it. I've only used it once though, so I don't think I can give a proper review yet, though it did feel pretty okay. Once again, Monday morning, I used my onion hair mask as a trigger to get myself out of bed as a motivation. The process, though yes, laborsome, is pretty second nature once you get used to your eyes watering for extended periods of time. Nothing I'm not used to. While doing this, I listened to Mindshift by Barbara Oakley in the background on audio. The book is about developing better learning habits through different mindsets, and honestly, it's been really interesting so far. Oakley uses a lot of case-by-case examples to really give context to ideas, like looking at problems as opportunities, and the idea that maybe we shouldn't pursue what we're talented in for a career. Though it is sort of slow at times, and she does use a lot of case examples from Singapore. Don't get me wrong, love Singapore, great place, but not the most relevant for my life in Southern Ontario.
We can slip into the diffuse mode for minutes or even hours at a time when we're daydreaming. But the diffuse mode can also pop up momentarily.
Tuesday was the one day of week, yes the one day, that I left the house. We ordered some things from Home Depot on the weekend and had to wait in the parking lot for someone to bring them out for us. Honestly, at this point, I really just sympathize with the employees. I can't even picture myself making all of those trips back and forth. I feel like I would faint. Alright, so a lot of my Wednesday was really just spent figuring out my Notion setup for the summer. I really wanted a hub where I could keep everything in sort of one place, and it ended up looking something like this. So as you see, it's called the Midsummer Station, which yes is an Owl City reference, and at the top I just have an animated gif of cherry blossoms falling because that really reminds me of startup, and my favorite part of the entire hub has to be this little doodle of Ciano chugging Coke from that one episode, and I just think it's really funny. So scrolling down, we've got like this little widget that basically tracks the progress of the year, the month, and the quarter, which honestly doesn't really serve much of a purpose. It just kind of really looks good, so I went with it. Then we have the actual sort of bulk of the actual Notion station. So in the most left corner, I have the flight deck, which is really just different cards that cover the various projects I'm sort of working on. For example, LSAT studying. So clicking into the LSAT page will take me into the different tasks I have to work on for my next LSAT study session. Then we have Drain the Shallows. It basically is a sort of log on the calendar of all the deep work sessions I need to put in for the various subjects I want to work work on, because again, if I schedule them in, then I actually have something to account for. Top shelf, so this is more stuff that's kind of miscellaneous. So I have the timings of the various sessions I want to put in. I like to get my deep work done ideally in the morning, so for the rest of the day I can do whatever. And then we've got this another little widget that kind of tracks the actual deep work blocks. So every time, so I haven't done any yet because it is Ramadan, so I've kind of given myself some time to focus just on that. But ideally what would happen is if I put in a deep work block of the LSAT, I'll just move it up, and then I can sort of count and track over the course of the next few months how many deep work blocks I actually get done. And again, most of these are under about 4.5 hours because I am not the most deep work oriented person, so I think 4 hours will probably be my max out. And then scrolling down is the game board, so this is sort of a filtered overview of stuff that I should be kind of looking into, working on. But as an overview, those are the sort of main components that comprise the entire Notion sort of setup. It's about mainly 4 components that really are going to be an aim at trying to keep myself a bit more organized. To watch Catch the Ghost episode 1.
So they let you tote that record player down there?
So with the supplies picked up from Home Depot, I set off to redo my desk. It's a black rolling desk that someone in my neighborhood was throwing out, so I picked it off of their curbside last summer. I thought it was time to give it some color now that I've made the intention to actually use it for work this summer. So I cleared it off and rolled it down the stairs and out into the garage. I was being roasted alive for how bright the yellow paint was, and honestly it wasn't really my intention. It gave off a very highlighter taxi cab vibe at first, but I persisted, and honestly the more you look at it, the less bad it gets, as with most things. With the excess paint, I decided to paint my mirror as well, bringing in just a little bit more consistency to my room.
Hi. Oh, I don't think they see it. Yeah, they see you.
What down to the better? Why are you filming me?
I just wanted to.
The process of laying out the paper took me a few tries. Very limited paper, I'm proud to say, was actually wasted, and I'm fairly content. Well, no, I'm actually really happy with the end results. Though yes, it's really out there, the desk now has an adopted, actual personality. And of course, continuing on with my skin saga, I had ordered some simple extraction tools for my skin. So finally, at the end of Friday night, I sat down to steam my face, calling it done for the week. I hope you're all getting better, doing better, and being better, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!